Wherever Venus transits tells us where we can find more love for life and where we can find the love of our life. And as of today, Venus entered the sign of Virgo, where it will remain for the next 24 days. So in today's video, I want to share everything you need to know about this transit and how you can use it to find the love of your life. In short, this is your love life prediction with Venus in Virgo. Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Isabel, your spiritual rebel friend, and today we are talking about Venus entering the sign of Virgo, where it will remain until October 13th of 2025. In today's video specifically, I'm going to cover everything you need to know about Venus transiting the sign of Virgo as a general interpretation and how this is going to affect your sign, and advice for aligning to this transit to call in love, wealth, and success. So if you're looking for your complete guide to Venus being in Virgo, watch today's video. And of course, if you want a more personal, tailored guidance to this transit, I of course invite you to book a reading down in the description box below, where in 1 hour or 30 minutes, we can dive deep into how these transits are affecting you and what you uniquely, individually need in love and how you can attract love using your birth chart. Sky's the limit with these readings. Learn more down below. So let's first talk about what these general themes are with Venus being in Virgo as of September 19th of 2025. As I said in my intro, Venus brings in our love for life and also tells us in transit where we can find the love of our life. It's important to note that Venus is not just about romance. It's about harmony, beauty, prosperity, and abundance. Venus, simply put, represents the things that we don't necessarily need for survival, but make life worth living. So Venus is like our value. It's our love language. It's the things we love. And so wherever Venus transits, it tells us the traits and qualities we may feel more called to incorporate to bring more love to our life. Now, additionally, Venus tells us where we can find the love of our life. And so depending on where Venus is transiting, some people may find that these transits are calling them to bring in more romantic encounters. And some may find that this is actually a time for prosperity, for bringing in wealth and abundance. And some people may find it's more about just bringing in a love for their life. And so when we get into the all signs horoscopes, I'll explain more of what area of life may be in more focus for you, whether it's wealth, love life, or if it's just general love for life. But nonetheless, Venus transits tell us where we can find our love life in general. So if you're looking to use this transit, so to say, and align with it for romantic encounters, that is definitely present no matter what your sign is. Overall, with Venus transiting the sign of Virgo, this brings a humble and selfless energy to our love. Virgo is the archetype of stability, groundedness, humility, selflessness, and a simple little life. I think of it as, in modern day society recently, there has been like a resurgence of being very traditional. The traditional wife, I think of, who bakes her sourdough, takes care of the kids, and they live on a farm. Now, not to say that this lifestyle is directly one zodiac sign, but hearing all this resurface is really a Virgo theme to me, because Virgo is all about connecting with the earth, living a simple life, a selfless life, a humble life. It is said to be the virgin, so there's this aura of purity and simplicity to it. So it's very interesting to see this energy resurface, and I think of that energy when we're talking about Venus in Virgo. Venus transiting Virgo from September 19th to October 13th of 2025 brings in a desire for us, or a resurgence of the desire to have a more simple love. This really does bring the idea that love can be selfless, love can be patient, and love can be easy in many ways, or love can be basic. With Venus in the sign of Leo the past couple of weeks, we may have felt like we want love to be more passionate, love more exciting, love more like a childlike playful adventure. And now as Venus moves into the sign of Virgo, we're finding that we just want the simple little things. The simple way I'd also describe Venus entering Virgo is that our love language, we may find more value, and we may love selfless service more. It's not to say our love language literally changes to acts of service, but we're finding more love in that. So for those who are in relationships, when Venus transits Virgo, this is our time of year where we feel like we want to serve our partner more and be served, and that we want to embrace simpler moments with our partner in more grounded, stable ways. This could even be finding more love through cultivating routines together. And for those who are single, they may find that oftentimes this is a phase where people feel less inclined to date and to go out there, put a feeler out, go on many dates, try to find their person, because they want love just to be simple. This is oftentimes, I think, where people start to feel a bit more nostalgic and start to share stories of, why was it so easy to date when like my grandparents had it so much easier? That is the kind of energy Venus in Virgo brings, because it brings a love for life and a love in love, so to say, through having simplicity. Venus in Virgo calls us to simplify our needs in love down to the basics, and that there actually can be greater value established in doing so. So simply put, in the love life interpretation, Venus in Virgo brings a desire for simplicity in love. Simplicity in habits, simplicity in interactions, simplicity in how romantic encounters are, what is the word I'm looking for? How they are navigated. But it also not only affects our love life, it affects our prosperity as well. And so Venus transits tell us also what can bring us a more love for life and bring us in more abundance. So with Venus in Virgo, from the 19th to the 13th of September and then October, we can be feeling this sense that life feels better the more we break things down to their simplest, the more we make things simple and basic. This is where people oftentimes feel like they want to get rid of the unnecessary tasks that feel like they are draining to them. They may be finding that taking their time and doing less things feels more rewarding. It's really like the idea is that as we have entered fall, our rhythm of life is starting to fall and slow too. Things are starting to slow down, and Venus in Virgo really accentuates that. So embracing a slower and simpler pace of life can feel more rewarding to many of us during Venus's transit in Virgo. And additionally, on the prosperity end of things, we can attract more wealth into our life the more we embrace simplicity and selflessness. This is bringing in value the more we focus on true selfless service. Now, one thing I want to know with Venus's transit this year in Virgo is that the South Node is here. The South Node represents the things that we're cleansing, purging, and detoxing, what traits we are releasing. And so with Venus and the South Node here together, we may find that we are really, really purging to get down to the basics and the simplicity of life this 24-day period. Because Venus transits over the South Node, we may find ourselves saying that I just want a simple love. I want a simple job. I want more selflessness. I want to be more selfless. I want to feel more appreciated for my selflessness. I just want life to be easier and simpler. Why can't things be like the simple days? And we're also within that process saying, what does a simple life really mean? What does selfless service really mean? The South Node really calls us to question what we assume is simplicity, to question what we expect, to question our judgments. And so with the South Node here, we may find that we're not only being more called to live a simpler life and have more simplicity in love, wealth, and abundance, but we're also refining what simplicity means to us. So this is a really great opportunity with Venus in Virgo to refine what a simple life means to you. And also, I would say as well, especially in the love life interpretation, since I am kind of focusing on the love life interpretation today, to really refine, I think all of us with Venus and Virgo want to be a bit more served in love and want a bit more of a traditional love. And the South Node here invites us to question which of those traditional values really serve us and which ones we really appreciate and why, as well as how we actually want to be served. The way I would think of this is my dominant love language is acts of service. And I really try to refine and ask myself repeatedly, what acts of selfless service mean the most to me? Because anyone can make my dinner, anyone can do my dishes, but figuring out what are the things I need the most help with and identifying those makes me put greater value on when someone does them. And so putting a value ladder on the selfless services that you can both give and receive can be really something you're called to do during this Venus in Virgo transit. So overall, Venus in Virgo calls us to bring a more simplistic style to love, a more humble kind of love, and potentially even more traditional values in love. Overall, we feel more loved the more we give more selfless service, and we feel like we want to offer up selfless service potentially in return. I would love to hear down in the comments below so far, which of these parts resonated for you as far as what do you feel more called to do and be and receive in love and in life with this transit? Which pieces resonated the most for you and what's your sign? And speaking of signs, let's talk a bit about what exactly may be coming up for you over the next 24 days based off of your sun, your moon, or your rising. I'm going to divide this based off of element. I don't invite you mainly to listen to your sun sign if you don't get overwhelmed by transits and information, or if you do get overwhelmed by all the data, just listen to your sun sign horoscope. If you're someone who doesn't get overwhelmed by data, then listen to your moon and rising as well, and maybe even your Venus sign, and that can give you some indications as to what's coming up for you. I will also touch on with this what area of life I think is being more activated based off your sign, because Venus can bring more focus to our love life, our love for life, or even our wealth and abundance. And so I will touch on which of these three themes I think is most dominant based off your sign. Let's get into it. So for my earth signs to start with, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising, you're really feeling the transit of Venus in Virgo extremely positively, because this is a fellow or your earth sign. And so with Venus in Virgo, this is really accentuating, I think, the most for you guys, your love for life, because for all of you guys, this brings in energy a bit about who are you and what do you love? And if you're looking for love as an earth sign this month, the best way to find love is by focusing on what you love and doing what you love and doing what you believe in the most, the things that make you feel most like you. Overall, Venus in Virgo can feel like it's very homely and softening for your innate soul. Focusing on indulgence and material grounding as you naturally are can be something really beneficial for you this month. Or my water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Venus transiting the sign of Virgo for the next 24 days brings more groundedness to your need for emotional security. Naturally, if you have any of these water sign placements, there's a desire to feel safe in love and in life. And with Venus in an earth sign, you may feel like the best way to connect to this love for life and in love life is focusing more on the physical stability end and the structures in which you cultivate a love for life. Meaning, you may feel more called to bring more stability to your life, simply put, and you may feel more called to bring stability to your love life in turn. I think overall for my water signs, I would guess that this is bringing in more romantic encounters. This is more about your love life. It could be just about your love for life as well, or it could be about your abundance. But overall, your social spheres, all three of you, are highlighted. This is about finding love, finding prosperity, and finding love for life through your social networks. So if you are a water sign looking for love this month, look no further than your social groups. Focus on your social groups. Interact with people in social settings. Get out into your daily network. Get out into your community. You really could meet someone through these means. And especially for my Pisces, sun, moon, and risings, this is a really great month for love for you as Venus is transiting Virgo in your 7th house of one-on-one relationships, personal interpretation. Now, of course, Virgos are in the spotlight too. Forgot to mention that in the earth sign interpretation. But point being, water signs, this is a really great month for you to focus on creating stability in your social spheres. And as a result, you can attract more love into your life, more love for your life, and also attract more wealth and abundance. For my air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Venus transiting the sign of Virgo for the next 24 days invites you to spend more time in solitude. And so for that reason, I would say personally, my earth signs, it's not that you can't use this transit to attract a romantic encounter into your life, but you may feel like you want to spend more time alone and spend time with those who already feel like they matter. This could be you prioritizing your more close relationships, people who you're already close to, whether that's romantically or platonically, and wanting to spend even maybe more time in solitude. Overall, you don't feel like you want to be out there. You're really prioritizing your own peace during this time. And so if you don't feel called to date, to interact with other people, honor that, because that could be very well coming up for you with this transit. Now, if you're an air sign looking for love, I would recommend that you focus on overall pursuing your depths. What I mean by that is there's to kind of generalize for all three of you air signs, you may find that you find love in your life and you attract love, or you would more likely find a romantic encounter the more you focus on doing things that cultivate depth. So I would think like going to a group therapy, or going to a workshop that talks about psychology, or doing a full moon circle where you're getting to be just picking vulnerable settings, basically picking settings where you feel like you get to be more safe, secure, and relaxed. This isn't about going clubbing or going out into new social spheres. Surround yourself with areas of life that make you feel soft. Prioritize doing things and going places that allow you to feel soft and relaxed if you're looking to attract love. And the same would go, doing so, this same thing can attract abundance into your life as well. And last but certainly not least, for my fire signs out there, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. This Venus in Virgo transit that is taking place for the next 24 days, roughly as of September 19th, is mainly, I would say, affecting your financial well-being, because for all three of you earth signs, this has to do, or earth signs, for all three of you fire signs, this transit of Venus in Virgo invites you to bring more love for life and love for your life through your career, finances, profession, and work. So many of my fire signs, I would guess, are feeling like they want to prioritize their career a bit more and create stability in their career and finances more. And the more you prioritize stability and selfless service in your finances, work, profession, and budget, the more you will attract abundance. And so I would really recommend, though, for the fire signs who are looking for love this month, look at and pay attention, look no further, so to say, than your career. This could be finding love through the workplace, or simply in a more energetic way. The more you focus on creating your own stability financially, you could attract someone as well. That would be specifically for my Leos out there, that financial end of things. But for overall all my fire signs, especially though Aries and Sagittarius, look no further than your career and your work and the places you go on a day-to-day basis to find love, if that is something you're looking for. Overall, how can all my signs align to the energies of Venus and Virgo to attract wealth, prosperity, abundance, love for life, and love life romantically? I would recommend that you all ask yourselves, all of us, including me, how can I create more stability in my life? How can I be truly selfless? What selfless services mean the most to me? And what selfless services do I seem to do that create the most impact on others and the world? How can I embrace a slower pace of life? How can I embrace a simpler life? What are the traditional things that I value and want to embrace? How can I overall be more stable and more simplistic? That is the call of Venus in Virgo. And if you want to learn more and so to say, immerse yourself more in these themes, I would recommend my Venus sign workbook that you can get on my website. You go to my website, isabelrobledo.com. I have a header that says workbooks and courses. You can get my workbook there. If that's too many steps, hopefully I'll remember to put it down in the description box below. But I have a multi-page guide to what it means to have Venus in Virgo, which I believe I call the humble giver. And this can give you a way to kind of body compass and play with these energies. I have a color scheme guide in there that can be really fun to play with. You can get some crystals that align you to these Virgo energies. I do love Otter Spirit, and they have on their page a guide to crystals for each zodiac sign. So I'd recommend going to the crystals for Virgos and picking one of those. That could be a great way to align with this energy, as Venus asks us to adorn ourselves with the finer things in life, such as crystals. Or on that page as well, I also have Venus journal prompts for Venus in Virgo and so much more. If you want to learn more, that is down in the description box below. You can get it on my website, or I'll hopefully remember to put a separate link for the Venus sign workbook down in the description box below. Let me know down in the comments below, are you anticipating this energy of Venus in Virgo? What intentions are you setting? What are you hoping to manifest? Are you in a relationship? Are you single? Are you looking for love? What is your priority? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Be sure to book a reading if you want to go deeper into your unique love energetic imprint based off your chart and how you can use the stars' current transits to align and attract love. And be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and stay tuned for more videos breaking down the stars and more. That was a mouthful. Thank you guys for watching. Sincerely hope you enjoyed. Once again, my name's Isabel. From my heart to yours. Namaste.